Tonight, twisters touch down close to home. Wild weather blows through parts of Connecticut and leaves a path of destruction in western Mass, where a state of emergency has been declared. The furious storms kicked up just after 4 this afternoon and spread quickly and ferociously. The Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency, MEMA, is confirming at least 4 people have been killed by the storms.
Witnesses reported funnel clouds touching down, and now we're getting a first look at the devastation left behind throughout western Massachusetts. Tonight, hardest hit Springfield and Westfield.
Massachusetts governor is sending 1,000 National Guard troops to help with cleanup and search and rescue. We have live team coverage tonight from Springfield and Westfield. The damage, indescribable.
Lori Perez, Javon Vital, and George Cawley are spread throughout western Mass. We begin tonight with Lori Perez in Springfield. Lori, there are some frightening accounts from today's storm.
Brent and Erica, there absolutely are. You know, devastation is a very serious word. It's a very strong word to use, and yet you're going to hear it a lot tonight because it is absolutely appropriate to describe what we have been seeing throughout Springfield today and tonight. We are here in the Six Corners neighborhood, and this is just one example of what you're going to see throughout the city. We are looking directly into this home. We can see right into their dining room and their treasure chest. Next door, the roof completely torn off of that brick building. I can only imagine how long that has been here, and yet today to fall to this storm. And also, this is the Brookings Elementary School. We're told that inside walls are falling down. Almost all of the building's windows on one side are blown in. A very scary scene for people in this neighborhood. You know, I have to say, if there's such a thing as community shock, as shared shock, the residents here in Springfield are in it. This is the aftermath of disaster.
Down the end of this street, there's 30 houses all along the lake, and of the 30 houses, 25 are destroyed, roofs blown off.
Houses turned to housing frames, cars flipped, walls ripped down, exposing the personal spaces of families now homeless. The swift and powerful force of nature has left Springfield a shadow of itself, and hours after the first reported touchdown has left residents in fear. Fleeing what might be coming, we also took shelter in a basement with Utrina Holly. Unable to reach her 3 sons, ages 9, 11, and 16, she could only hope they were taking care of each other.
Have you made contact with them? Or? The last time I talked to them, I told them to take the radio and to go into the basement. Mm-hmm. You know, and I really stressed to them the seriousness of what was going on.
A seriousness painted on the streets in piles of destruction and debris.
When you see it happen someplace else, you feel bad. It's the news, but when it hits home, I can't even put a word to it. Yeah. I can't even put a word to it, to know that I can walk down the street and the top and the sides of people's houses are gone.
I was just like crying and hysterical crying, but at the same time it was the shock. Like my son said, like, oh, have faith. I do have faith, but you know.
Damaged most here have only seen on TV, made shockingly real.
Everything's destroyed, you know, houses, trees, you know. It's just incredible, you know. Now you understand what's happening down in Julian, Missouri, you know.
And that's the sentiment that we heard from a lot of people, is that everything that they have been watching on television down south seems to have come real on this day. Lots of people still milling about, lots of cars, lots of people walking through here and helping each other. Just about an hour ago, someone came running down the street saying that there was a family trapped in a house just around the corner, and you saw young men running to there asking if there were police around, someone saying, you know, yelling, calling 911. And those are the good things that come out in these times of disaster. Those are some of the good examples that we've seen throughout the neighborhoods today. People making sure that their neighbors are all right, checking in on each other, and helping to clear some of this debris. That, of course, is going to be an enormous chore for the state of Massachusetts. I'm sure that they'll get lots of help from neighboring states, but virtually in every neighborhood that you go through, there are houses destroyed, trees falling down. Lots of streets are still shut down, people unable to get home at this point, and as you can imagine, very frantic and anxious until they are able to do so. We are live for now in Springfield. I'm Lori Perez, Fox Connecticut News.